20th of August, the 5th day of our travel, it was a big day for us. We had a comfortable night's sleep, and when I looked out of the window that morning, the view was simply beautiful. Wide land stretched out before us, pink and white flowers scattered among small trees, all surrounded by mountains. Before we left, let me give you a quick look at our room and the kitchen where we stayed. The bedroom was neat, the washrooms were clean, just as we needed. And after a quick breakfast, we packed up and hit the road, starting from Eidfjord. Today's plan was ambitious. To drive from Eidfjord to Gudvangen, explore the fjords, reach Flam, take the famous Flam railway, and then return to stay overnight at Årland. A long day, but meant to be beautiful. As we began driving, a small stream flowed quietly beside us. From narrow lanes, we slowly moved on to wider roads. For most of the journey, the fjord stayed close, sometimes right beside us, sometimes slightly hidden as we passed through small villages. Massive rocky cliffs rose straight from the fjord, and tiny streams flowed down their sides like silver threads. We spotted boats and yachts gliding across the fjord. Soon we reached a small harbor, probably used by locals. We stopped there for a break. Boats on one side, mountains in front, fjord waters merging quietly around us. We stood there silently, soaking it all. We passed the Norsk Nature Center, drove through countless tunnels, and yes, some of them even had roundabouts inside. At one point, we exited a tunnel straight onto a long, beautiful suspension bridge. And almost immediately entered another tunnel. It's impossible to explain this kind of beauty. You simply have to experience this. One of the happiest things about traveling by rented car was the freedom. Freedom to stop anywhere, freedom to breathe, freedom to just stand still and admire nature. After a few quick photographs, we continued our journey, very happy that we had chosen this route. The roads were quiet, the views spectacular, and there were hardly any people around. My friend Swaminathan and my daughter Gouri took turns at the wheel, and honestly, every kilometer felt special. Now we had planned to stop at the Stolheim restaurant for that famous view of the valley, so we set our navigation and headed towards the Voss town. We stopped at Voss to refuel the car and ourselves, and then we followed Google Maps, which, as you know, sometimes has its own plans. Instead of Stolheim, Google decided to take us up a mountain. Wrong route? Yes. Upset? Not at all. The views from above were absolutely magnificent, worth exploring. As we would come back here again the next day, we decided to leave it for next day. Sometimes wrong turns make the best memories. These unexpected views, we climbed back down, corrected our route, and finally headed towards the real Stolheim restaurant. this was. The valley opens up slowly below us. A winding road, a gentle river, tiny farms resting quietly in the green. Clouds drift in and out, wrapping the mountains in silence as if nature itself is taking a deep breath. Standing here, everything feels small. The worries, the rush, the noise of everyday life. All that remains is the view, the stillness, and a deep sense of gratitude for being here. Some places don't need words. Stalin is one of them. Finally, we continue towards Gudvangen, and here we are, arrived at Gudvangen. Tucked at the end of the near fort, surrounded by towering mountains and calm waters, Gudvangen felt peaceful, almost timeless. After a long, beautiful drive, this felt like the perfect place to pause, breathe, and simply be grateful for the journey. Sometimes, it's not just about reaching the destination. It's about every unexpected turn, every quiet road, and every moment in between. Coming up is the majestic Gudvangen Fort and the spectacular landscapes around Flam. These places deserve more than just a glimpse. Their waterfalls, villages, and dramatic sceneries are stories on their own, and I shall bring them to you in separate episodes. See you then. Bye.